watching my dog. That is big. That just looks above the tree.
Here it comes. Sounds like it's getting closer.
This jaw-dropping footage was posted by the YouTuber Harbour Explore, and it's not for the faint of heart. While hiking along a remote cliffside right beside an infinity pool waterfall, they decided to take on one of the most dangerous trails imaginable. One wrong step, and it's over. A single slip could mean a fall straight into the roaring depths below.
I actually prefer climbing up anyway, so see how we go getting back out of here. But we're going to soak this place in for a while. This is mental. Send the drone out so you can get a perspective of it. It's just an infinity pool just perched between two massive waterfalls on the side of a cliff.
You can see the fear and adrenaline in every step, the water crashing beside them, the rough edge crumbling under their boots. It's breathtaking and terrifying.
Not just trying to hang off two or something, that's 3 points of contact. Make sure you're holding something at all times. Just get it up. Even across the legs and arms. Right, it's time for this sketchy climb out. Just going to take our time with this one and just climb up nice and easy. Make sure we're holding on to something at all times, because it is a bit sketchy. You don't want to slide down there. Oh, there's stuff to hold on to. Alright, we're up. We're both kind of glad that sketchy climb's over, to be honest.
Would you risk your life for the thrill of the view? Would you walk that razor-thin path knowing one mistake means no coming back? They say not every place is meant to be explored, but what drives people to push past the edge of safety, curiosity, courage, or pure madness? Just when it feels safe, the real horror shows itself. This bone-chilling video was posted by YouTuber Harsh Survival, and it captures one of the most extreme camping challenges ever attempted. Alone, off-grid, in a raging blizzard, temperatures dropping to 30°C, no backup, no nearby help, just endless snow and deadly silence. This isn't your typical camping trip. This is survival against nature itself. Every breath freezes instantly. Every sound is swallowed by the storm. One wrong move, and it's over. Yet, he stays, determined to prove he can survive the coldest, harshest conditions on Earth. But imagine this, if the storm suddenly worsened, if the winds turned violent, would he keep fighting or run for his life? Could you spend a night alone in a frozen wilderness, knowing rescue might never come? Some people chase comfort, others chase survival. The question is, which one are you? The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. This eerie photo was shared by a Reddit user, and it's enough to send chills down your spine. A woman was hiking deep in the wilderness when she stopped to take a quick picture. But what showed up in that photo was something she never expected. In the distance stood a strange hairy figure, motionless, silent, just staring at her. She tried to speak, to wave, to get a reaction, but it didn't move, didn't respond, just kept glaring with empty eyes. She said it was one of the creepiest moments of her life, especially since she hadn't seen a single person for miles. So what do you think she saw that day? Was it a lost human? or something not quite human at all? And if you were in her place, would you walk closer or run and never look back? Every second pulls us deeper into something truly sinister. Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you for a quick favour. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We're getting closer to 20,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, a few lucky subscribers will receive a special surprise. Now let's go back to the video. This eerie footage was posted by NVTV on YouTube, and it might be one of the creepiest things ever caught in the woods. A man was hiking deep in the forest at night, his dogs leading the way through the shadows, when suddenly the silence broke. A scream, sharp, distant, and full of pain, echoed through the trees.
You hear that? That thing sounds close. Here it goes. What is it? Go. Sounds like it's getting closer. What is that, girls?
It didn't sound human, not even close. The dogs froze. The man called out, but no one answered. He searched the darkness, but there was nothing there. No movement, no figure, just that bone-chilling scream fading into the night. So what was it? A wild animal in distress? Something paranormal? Or something far more sinister, watching from the darkness? If you were deep in those woods and heard a scream like that, would you investigate or would you run and never look back? One wrong glance, and you'll see what shouldn't be seen. This unsettling video was posted by a Reddit user, a casual hike that turned into something straight out of a nightmare. While exploring deep in the woods, he stumbled across something bizarre. At first glance it looked like a bird, but not one you've ever seen before. Feathers covered its body, yet its head looked disturbingly wrong, almost inhuman-like. The creature just stood there, motionless, watching. He called it a pretty Super Bowl encounter, but there was nothing pretty about it. It felt unnatural, like something that didn't belong in this world. What do you think it was? Some kind of mutation? A new species? Or something far darker? Something not meant to be found? Now imagine you're alone on that trail and you see that same creature staring back at you. Do you get closer to investigate, or do you run and never look back? Some mysteries are better left undiscovered. Just when it feels safe, the real horror shows itself. This mysterious footage was shared by Real Treasure Hunter, and what he uncovered deep in the forest is both fascinating and unsettling. While exploring the woods with his metal detector, he suddenly got a strange signal coming from beneath the ground. Curious, he began to dig, not knowing what he was about to find. Moments later, his shovel hit something solid, a buried briefcase. Inside, a chilling mix of items, old phones, a wristwatch, a cracked mirror, clothes, all aged, all strange. It looked like someone had buried a piece of their life, or a secret that was never meant to be found. But the real question is why? Who buried this out here, in the middle of nowhere? And what story hides behind those forgotten things? Was it evidence, a message, or something far darker, buried for a reason? If you found a briefcase like this, would you open it or cover it back up and walk away? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This chilling clip was posted by a Reddit user, a hiker out for what was supposed to be a peaceful day in nature, until peace turned into panic. While walking through the quiet trail, he suddenly spotted a massive bear standing just a few feet away, still, calm, and watching. For a moment, time froze. No growl, no sudden movement, just silence and a stare that could make your heart stop. Imagine it, you're out there alone, miles from anyone, your footsteps crunching on the dirt, and then you lock eyes with a creature that could end everything in seconds. Do you move? Do you stay? Perfectly still? Do you run? He was lucky, the bear didn't attack. But what if it had? What if that calm stare turned into a charge? Sometimes, nature reminds you, you're not always the top of the food chain. What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This mysterious video was posted by rugged road explorers on their YouTube channel. While hiking through the rugged mountain cliffs, he stumbled upon something truly extraordinary, hidden beneath layers of rock and thyme. Tucked into the side of the mountain was a cluster of ancient stone rooms built from clay and rock, a forgotten structure, an ancient home, carved directly into the mountain itself.
Entryway right in front of us, or it was a vent hole down at the bottom there. A lot of these have vents. You can. It's kind of a round shape. And then we've got this right here, which is probably to store grain and stuff in.
But here's the strange part. There was no nearby water, no village, no sign of life, just endless wilderness. So who built this place? And how did they survive, cut off from the world? Was it once a refuge, a spiritual site, or something far more mysterious that no one was meant to find?
Okay, so this is a granary behind me, and I'm going to show you something really neat. Right here are 1,000-year-old corn cobs, which is very cool that still existed. Let's go up there and look in the little door there. So just taking a step back, we've got the wood up here. We've got ventilation holes, and I'm not gonna get in there, but I'm gonna stick the camera in there. Oh, nice. It actually shows up.
Imagine living here. No family, no friends, no connection to civilization, just silence and stone walls. Could you survive in a place like this, even if you were offered millions? Or would you feel the mountain watching, waiting for you to leave? If you're brave enough to keep watching, the worst is yet to come. This video was posted by a TikToker. While hiking through the forest at night with his puppy, he suddenly felt something wasn't right. The air grew still, too quiet. Then he saw it, two glowing eyes staring from the darkness, unmoving, locked on him. At first, he thought it was just an animal, but those eyes, they didn't blink, they didn't move, they just watched, like something studying him from the shadows.
Something's watching my dog. What the fuck? That is big. That just looked above the tree.
His puppy started growling, fur standing on end, confirming what he already feared. They weren't alone out there. What do you think it was? A wild animal? Something lurking beyond what we understand? And if you were in his place, alone in the dark, two shining eyes fixed on you, what would you do? Freeze? Run? Or stare back and find out what's really hiding in the woods? Sometimes the forest watches back. Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This chilling video was shared by a TikToker who found himself deep in the forest, completely alone. Or so he thought. Suddenly the silence was shattered. A loud, unnatural sound echoed through the trees. Not human, not animal, just something unknown. It was so eerie, so powerful that anyone would freeze in fear. He stood there, trying to figure out what was making that noise. But the deeper he listened, the more terrifying it became, as if the forest itself was alive. What would you do if you were there? Run and risk drawing attention, or stay still and hope it passes? Would you dare to find out what's hiding behind those sounds, or turn back before it's too late? Some say the woods whisper, others say they scream. This video was shared by Catching Cadence on YouTube. A group of friends decided to go camping deep in the forest, expecting nothing but fun, laughter and adventure. But what they encountered that night was something far from ordinary.
Oh, creek.
No. Bill. What's the matter with you?
Tubing.
What's the matter with you? Huh?
Yeah, maybe once it gets 10 degrees warmer.
Do some tubing. It's like 50 out.
Down here around this dog pound, we kick it like a bunch of rednecks. Yeah!
Right,
Drink your Busch Light, smoke your cigarettes.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Sam, you got any herb, man?
Camel. No, I don't.
As they sat by the campfire, they noticed a dark, human-like figure silently moving between the trees. At first, they thought it might be another camper, but when they shouted, the figure suddenly darted away into the darkness. Panic set in. Their laughter quickly turned into screams as they grabbed their gear and ran for their lives.
Yo, fellas. Yo, what? Yo, look. Holy shit. Look over there, dude. Yo, look over there. Dude, what? Yo, what's it? Yo! You see that? Is that it?
Hello?
Yo, you see that, dude? Look. Yo, get the fuck out of here. Dude. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, go. Get the fuck out. Come on. What the? Yo. Go. Come back here, bro.
But what was that thing moving in the woods? A person? An animal? Or something much more sinister lurking just beyond the trees? If you were in their position, would you stay to find out what it was, or would you run into the night without looking back? Every second pulls us deeper into something truly sinister. This video was posted by a TikTok user who decided to go hiking deep in the woods, expecting a fun and peaceful day surrounded by nature. But what she encountered turned into a terrifying experience she'll never forget. As she walked deeper into the forest, she suddenly began to hear low, strange, growling sounds echoing around her. There was no one else there, just her, the trees, and that eerie growl coming from somewhere close, but not close enough to see. Her heart raced as the sounds grew louder, almost circling her from different directions. Was it an animal watching her, or something else entirely? Imagine you're alone in the woods, and you start hearing those same unexplainable sounds. Would you run for your life, or stay and try to find out what's hiding in the shadows? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This chilling video was shared by Squatch TV on YouTube, and it's one that'll send shivers down your spine. Two guys were hiking deep in the forest at night when suddenly, they started hearing strange voices echoing through the trees. At first it sounded distant, but then the screaming got louder, closer, as if someone or something was out there watching them.
You take that one path up here.
Yeah.
Is that right there?
Yeah. Take 'em. 'Take 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 'em. '
Oh, baby. Okay, I don't even want to go. I don't even want to. What the hell was that? Dude, fuck this. Should we?
You got,
do it for the video?
you got your knife?
What the fuck is that? That's some deer tracks. Oh, Joe, you hear like a rabbit get killed? They
Yeah.
sound pretty
That was too loud though.
far to turn back.
Yeah.
We can turn back really.
The two hikers froze for a moment, unsure if it was a person in distress or something far more sinister.
People think I'm night hunting. Holy shit. Alright, let's keep fucking moving.
Yeah.
But when the screams grew almost right behind them, they did the only thing anyone would. They ran for their lives. What do you think was making those terrifying sounds? Could it have been a lost hiker or something haunting that forest?
Oh, go! It's coming! Oh crap! Wait! Don't wait! Go! Wait! Holy! I think I saw it! Go! Go!
And be honest, if you were out there in the dark and heard those screams closing in, would you investigate or run without looking back? The line between reality and nightmare blurs right here. This terrifying video was shared by a Reddit user who found himself witnessing something straight out of a nightmare. While sitting inside his car deep in the woods, he suddenly spotted a massive moose sprinting across the road with a furious bear chasing right behind it. The bear looked wild, hungry and desperate for a kill. You could feel the tension through the screen. Imagine being there, trapped in your car, watching nature's raw power unfold right before your eyes. What if he hadn't been inside that car? What if the bear had noticed him instead? Do you think a bear could really take down a full-grown moose in that kind of chase? And here's the question. Would you stay to see what happens next? Or would you hit the gas and get as far away as possible? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This video was posted by Palamud on YouTube, and what was captured during a quiet forest hike has left many viewers unsettled. While exploring deep in the woods, the man suddenly spotted a dark, shadowy figure moving between the trees. It had the shape of a human, yet its movements were strange. Not quite human, not quite animal. It didn't walk normally, almost as if it were gliding or lurking with intent.
Oh, there he goes. Jesus. Get up here where I can see him real quick. Get up here. Get a better picture.
What kind of creature wanders the forest in broad daylight moving like that? Some say it could be Bigfoot, others believe it's something far more mysterious. But what do you think? Was it a person? Or did this hiker accidentally stumble upon something we're not meant to see? This jaw-dropping video was shared by a Reddit user, and it's not for the faint of heart. A man decided to hike and climb along a dangerously steep rock face, where one wrong move could mean a deadly fall. He's balancing on a razor-thin edge, hundreds of feet above the ground, with nothing but air beneath him. Even the slightest breeze or slip could send him straight off the cliff.
Basically, when I'm soloing, normally I have almost like a mental armor. You could say I'm in the zone. I have something that's, let's say, protecting my head from thinking too much. And for whatever reason on Half Dome, I ran out of whatever armor I had.
You can almost feel the tension as he carefully takes each step.
Found myself like 1,800 feet off the ground. I was like, what am I doing up here? Why am I doing that? You know, just all the questions all of a sudden entered my mind.
Would you ever have the courage to climb a place like this? What makes someone risk it all just for the thrill of the view? If you were standing there, heart pounding, looking down at that drop, would you keep going or turn back to safety? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. This video was shared by a YouTube channel, Elephant Room Creative. After a long and exhausting hike to the top of Panorama Ridge near Black Tusk Mountain, they thought the view would be the only breathtaking thing they'd witnessed that day. But they were wrong. From the top, they spotted something moving far below on the mountain slopes. Something large, dark, and walking upright. At first, they thought it was just a hiker, but its movement was strange, too heavy, too intentional, and it seemed completely alone in the wilderness.
It just looks like such a big thing for such a, like...
He's fucking hauling it down that mountain.
Down that for sure. No, but he's like just going through... He's not on a trail, guys. This is not...
Why is this so
What are
far
we
away?
looking at? Seriously. Are we all seeing the same thing, right?
Yeah! Yo! It stopped.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a person, guys. Look at...
I'm fucking zoomed in as much as I can on this thing.
What the fuck?
Well, what's over there?
Dude, but the way it's walking...
The way it's
like
walking
this.
like up. It's up. No way you could cover that ground
Yeah,
if you
you're
were
just
a
going down the
person.
side of a glacier? No way, man.
Could it really be a Sasquatch, a Yeti, or something else entirely? It left them questioning everything they had just seen. So what do you think? Did they capture proof of the legendary Bigfoot, or was it something else hiding in plain sight? And if you saw something like that moving across a mountain ridge, would you stay and film, or get out of there fast? The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. This video was posted by a TikTok user who decided to hike, alone in the mountains, hoping for a peaceful adventure and breathtaking views, but what she experienced turned into a terrifying nightmare. As she made her way up the lonely trail, she began to hear strange voices echoing through the mountains. Faint at first, then clearer, the sound of children crying and screaming in the distance.
Guys, there's literally like a child like screaming or crying, and I'm being serious.
You're not kidding.
Can you guys hear it? There's literally somebody, like, there's literally kids crying or screaming, guys. Like, it's not even like...
There was no one else around. No houses, no hikers. Just her and those chilling voices cutting through the silence. Panicking, she grabbed her gear and ran, fearing whatever was out there might be getting closer. But what could that have been? Who, or what, was crying out in such an isolated place? Would you have stayed to investigate? Or run without looking back into the darkness of the mountain? The fear doesn't stop here. It only grows. This video was posted by Busker Sobernatural, a YouTube channel known for venturing into some of the most haunted and mysterious places on Earth, where others would never dare to go. While hiking deep into what locals call the witchcraft forest, everything was calm until it wasn't. In the dead of night, they spotted something moving in the distance. A dark, shadowy creature with horns. It didn't look like any normal animal, too tall, too still, almost like it was watching them. The group froze, their flashlights trembling in their hands.
Ei, tem alguma coisa ali, cara. Tem alguma coisa lá, tem alguma coisa lá.
Meu Deus, velho!
Cara do céu! Olha aquilo, cara. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Ei, o que é aquilo ali, cara? O que é aquilo ali? Que bicho é aquele ali? Que bicho é aquele ali? Ô, que bicho é aquele ali? Cara do céu, velho. Eu não sei, cara. É um bicho preto, cara. Não sei o que é, velho. Tem chifre, pô. Chifre? Tu não viu? Tem chifre, tu viu, né?
Eu não nem percebi.
Tudo preto, velho. Eu vi tudo preto, tinha chifre. Cara do céu, velho. Tu tá mal. Tu viu? Não, ele fugiu quando ele viu a lanterna, pô. Ele olhou pra nós e fugiu.
Cara, mas
Ele foi pra lá, velho.
Ele saiu?
Ele viu a luz e saiu. Cara, eu nunca vi.
What kind of creature lurks in a forest like this, alone, at night? As fear set in, they did the only thing they could, run. But here's the question. What was that horned figure? Could it be an animal, or something far more sinister that shouldn't be disturbed? If you were the one standing there staring into those dark woods, would you stay to find out what it is, or would you run for your life? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This picture was shared by a Reddit user who went hiking deep into the forest, but what he stumbled upon was something truly unsettling. Standing before him was a strange-looking tree, split open like a giant skull with a gaping mouth. The inside was pitch black, almost as if it was hiding something. Why does this tree look so different from the others around it? Could it be just nature's accident? Or is there something more mysterious behind it? Imagine hiking alone and coming across a tree that looks like it's staring right at you. Dark, hollow, and almost alive. Would you get closer to look inside, or turn around and get out of there before whatever's inside decides to come out? This terrifying encounter was shared by Angbona TV, a YouTuber known for hiking deep into the woods and exploring eerie, mysterious places. While hiking deep in the woods late at night, he suddenly heard something that froze him in place, a faint movement among the trees. He turned his light toward the sound but saw nothing. Moments later, he said he heard a scream through the darkness. It wasn't an animal, it sounded almost human, yet no one was there.
So I do remember there was one time we had a crazy experience, but if I recall correctly, it was like back there. I swear I just heard something moving through the trees. Or maybe it was just a crackling from my campfire. Okay. Okay, that was that, like, scream again. What the hell is that? I swear we hear that, like, every time we come here. Last time, too. I do have my knife on me, just in case. So I don't know if it's out here, or why. I don't know why, it seems so much spookier out here. It seems like hazy down there. I could barely even like really see properly. Let me get my flashlight out. Either way, it's an adventure.
Alone in the silent forest, every rustle, every echo felt like something or someone was watching him. What could be making those screams in the woods? A wild creature? A lost soul? Or something far more terrifying that doesn't want to be seen? If you were in his place, would you investigate that scream or run for your life before it's too late? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. While hiking off trail deep in a canyon within the San Bernardino National Forest, this Reddit user stumbled upon something that sent chills down his spine. A massive footprint pressed into the dirt. It wasn't human, at least it didn't look like it. The print was roughly the same length as his own foot, a man's size 12, but nearly twice as wide. Nearby, faint impressions hinted at toes, yet this was the only full footprint. No trail, no follow-up prints, just one haunting mark in the earth. What could have made it? A massive animal? A trick of nature? Or something far more mysterious roaming the forest that night? If you were alone in the woods and came across a footprint like this, what would you do? Would you turn back immediately or follow the trail to uncover what was left behind? This eerie video was shared by Squatch TV on YouTube. In the clip, a massive dark figure can be seen in the distance, its shape unclear, its movements unsettling. It didn't look entirely human, yet it didn't look like any known animal either. But one thing was clear, it was violently shaking a tree, as if trying to make a statement. The person filming captured it from afar, too afraid to get any closer, and honestly, who wouldn't be? What kind of creature has the strength to shake an entire tree like that? Could it really be a Sasquatch, or is there something even more mysterious lurking in those woods? If you were the one filming and saw a figure like that in the distance, would you stand your ground and keep recording, or drop everything and run for your life? Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This video was shared by a Reddit user, and it captures one of the most intense encounters you could ever imagine in the wild. A photographer ventured deep into the woods, simply hoping to capture some stunning nature shots. But what he didn't expect was to come face to face with a massive bear creeping toward him. The air grew still, his camera still rolling as the bear came closer and closer. Luckily, he was prepared. In a split second, he pulled out his bear spray and used it just in time, sending the animal running back into the forest. But here's the real question. What if he didn't have that spray? What would you do if a bear started approaching you in the middle of nowhere, with no one around to help? Would you stand your ground, or run for your life? This eerie video, uploaded by Adam23817 on YouTube, has left viewers completely baffled. In the clip, a woman is out hiking alone in the forest, recording a peaceful moment surrounded by nature. But what her camera captured was far from peaceful.
Isn't this gorgeous? We are on the backside of Marylhurst College. I had no idea this was down here. And probably wouldn't have if Izzy didn't chase a big white-tailed deer right through the woods. She is having the best time. Aren't you?
Just seconds after she starts filming, something strange moves in the distance, like a brown, shadowy figure gliding between the trees. It didn't move like a human, and it didn't stand like any known animal. What was it? She didn't even notice it while filming. But once the video hit the internet, viewers were quick to spot the mysterious movement, and everyone's been trying to figure it out ever since. So what do you think was lurking out there? Was it a person, a spirit, or something beyond explanation? And if you were in her shoes, would you keep recording, or run before that shadow got closer? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This video was shared by a TikTok user who captured something chilling while walking alone at night.
So this frickin' thing, it's staring at me. It followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I don't know what to do. But it followed me home, and it is absolutely staring at me right now. Alright.
From a distance, he noticed a pair of glowing white eyes watching him, following his every move. At first he thought it was just an animal, but the eyes never blinked and stayed fixed on him no matter where he turned. What do you think those glowing eyes belong to? Could it be an animal, or something far more sinister lurking in the dark? Imagine walking alone in the forest, miles from anyone, and realizing something is watching you, its glowing eyes tracking your every step. Would you confront it to find out what it is, or run before it gets closer? This eerie video was posted by a TikTok user who decided to hike deep into the Mojave Desert, miles away from civilization, with no signs of life and nothing but the endless sand and silence. But then, that silence was shattered. Out of nowhere, a bone-chilling scream echoed through the desert air. No one around, no footprints, no hint of where it came from. Just him, alone, surrounded by emptiness. Panic kicked in as he started running, his heart racing with every step. Imagine being miles away from help and you hear that same scream pierce the night. What would you do? Would you stand your ground and try to find where it's coming from? Or run before whatever made that sound finds you first? Because out here, no one can hear you scream back. Shadows hide secrets, and one is about to be revealed. This video was posted by M.A. Journey, a YouTuber known for venturing deep into the woods, exploring the unknown, uncovering hidden cabins, and experiencing the raw beauty and danger of nature firsthand. While hiking deep in the woods, the snow suddenly began to fall hard. Within minutes, everything turned white and eerily silent, the kind of silence that makes your heartbeat echo in your ears. The trail vanished. The forest looked unfamiliar, dangerous. But then, through the thick snow, he spotted something. An old abandoned cabin barely standing. That small shelter might have been his only chance to survive the storm. But here's the real question. Is that cabin truly safe? Alone in the middle of the forest, with a snowstorm raging outside, who knows what could be lurking just beyond the trees, watching. If you were trapped in a blizzard like this and found an old, forgotten cabin in the woods, would you take shelter inside? Or would you risk the storm and try to find your way out before nightfall? This chilling video was shared by a TikTok user who went hiking deep into the woods at night. Everything seemed calm, until their camera caught something truly disturbing.
Tyson. 어디?
a dark shadow figure gliding. It appeared for just a split second before vanishing into the darkness, faster than the eye could follow. When the clip was posted online, viewers were left speechless, arguing over what it could be. Was it a ghost, a shadow person, or something far more sinister lurking in the night? Imagine being there, surrounded by darkness, and seeing a shadow move where no one should be. Would you dare investigate, or run before it returns? What do you think that shadow truly was? A trick of light or proof that something supernatural walks among us? This video was posted by Aventuras y Jose, a YouTube channel known for hiking deep into the mountains, uncovering the raw and untamed beauty of nature, and sometimes stumbling upon the most unexpected, heart-stopping encounters. While hiking through the vast mountain desert, he spotted something that instantly made him stop and zoom in his camera. In the distance, a figure was walking, then entered somewhere. A moment later, he saw someone moving into this cement tube, almost as if it were his home.
Desde aquí agarré una. Uy. Si es persona. ¿Será mujer o será hombre? ¿Quién sabe? Pero se ve que va bien. Yo lo grabo por cualquier cosa, mi gente. Pero a ese señor o mujer, o quién sabe qué será, mujer o hombre, no se sabe. Pero lo agarro muy lejos. Cuídense mucho en las montañas porque aquí hay mucha víbora cascabel. Ah, se metió. Fíjense mi gente que por allá vi que se movió algo. Parece que se metió en medio, pero no ha salido. Lo agarro lejos, muy lejísimo de aquí, pero esa persona ahí, uy, se oyeron como cuetazos. Pero ya a ver, por ahí está muy lejos. Por ahí ve, mire. Parece que es un tubo y hay algo por ahí. Allí vive alguien, ahí en eso, hacer como un tubo de cemento. Y por ahí como que es una casita o algo. Alguien que vive por ahí. Yo lo vi desde lejos, pero vi el bulto. Pero es persona, no es animal, ni es ni vaca, ni nada. A lo mejor sí, pobrecito la gente que vive así, no es fácil. Pero lo agarro lejos de aquí. Es una casita y un tubo por ahí. Ese tubo tiene hoyo por dentro y por allí vive alguien. Yo lo vi que iba caminando, pero no lo alcancé a agarrar. Y ahí, como está algo frío, ahí se me hace que está durmiendo. Sí, en continuación yo buscaba la ruta por donde voy, pero no he visto ni un coyote. Y aquí hay mucho coyote salvaje aquí.
But here's the chilling part. This place was miles away from civilization, surrounded by nothing but silence and sand. Why would anyone live out here, completely cut off from the world? Was he hiding from something or someone? The thought alone sent shivers down his spine. What could drive a person to choose isolation in such a barren, unforgiving place? If you were the one who saw this, someone disappearing into a concrete tube in the middle of nowhere, would you get closer to find out the truth, or turn back before you discover something you wish you hadn't?
This creepy encounter was shared by Midwest Ghost Hunter on YouTube. Imagine spending a night alone in Wisconsin's most haunted cemetery, Dartford. Locals whisper of Civil War soldiers marching through the graves, tombstones that glow and shift in the dark. He was calling out for signs when suddenly a rattling gate. No wind, no reason. Just a violent metallic shake in the dead silence.
Old water pump here. That's pretty cool. See if anyone's over here. Whoa, what was that? It was like a rattling sound. That sounded like the gate. Oh. And there's no wind out here.
And then, a whisper. Faint. Unearthly. He felt eyes all around me, and that was only the beginning.
Could you come and talk to me? Oh my God. That just sounded like a whisper. A whisper in there. Holy shit, I haven't even gotten in there yet. And already stuff's popping off.
As he finally wanted to enter the graveyard, he swore he saw something standing behind the tree.
He's really on there. All right, I undid the gate. Now what? Oh God. Whoa. Dude, I swear to God, I just seen something standing right there. It looked like a figure standing right by the tree. It was a tall white figure watching me. It was like a person. Oh God. Holy shit. Oh my God, this place is unreal. All right. I'm gonna open the gate.
He pushed the cemetery gate open, and it slammed shut behind him with force.
Terry. Do you dare me to go in? If you want me to go in, just let me know. Whoa! Dude! No way! Oh, shit! Oh! Dude, that thing just freaking shut! It just shut! Dude, that thing just shut! It shut by itself. Look at that, it's like completely shut now. I had that thing wide open. The cemetery gate suddenly shuts on its own. Could this be one of the Dartford spirits taunting me to leave?
His heart sank. Was it a warning? A dare? The spirits were making their presence known, and they didn't want him inside. This video was uploaded by Jose Flores Terror, a YouTube channel that posts creepy encounters and paranormal activities. This guy went camping alone in a cabin said to be haunted, deep in the forest, with nowhere to run.
Welcome to a new paranormal investigation. Right now I am practically in the middle of the mountain. I am completely alone, and behind me, as you can see, is this small cabin.
As midnight crept in, the silence was shattered first. The window creaked open on its own. Then came the whispers, faint and chilling.
Capture something tonight, I think it's quite important to do it. If there is any entity in this cabin that wants to manifest itself tonight, they can do so. I'm going to be here all night. You can introduce yourself in any way. I just heard a knock upstairs. I don't know if you heard it. And the energy meter is going completely crazy because it goes up and down all the time.
Moments later, footsteps, slow, heavy, and getting closer.
Hello. The window just opened. The window just opened. Is anyone there? Footsteps are being heard up there.
Imagine being trapped there, in the dark, with nothing but thin walls separating you from whatever was outside. Was it the ghost that haunted this cabin? Or something else lurking in the woods? If it were you, would you stay to find out, or run into the darkness? And most importantly, what do you think was making those sounds? Paranormal Discovery shares his encounter while camping. He drove down a lonely dirt path to haunted forest, completely alone with only his dog. From the moment he stepped out, the air felt wrong. No birds, no insects, just silence. Every shadow seemed alive.
Alright, I feel like this is from Unnatural when I came, so that's cool. Don't have to set up a rock formation. Looks like everything is fairly damp. I mean, some of this birch here will still be able to light.
After settling down late in the night, suddenly, from the thick bushes, a loud, unearthly voice echoed through the silence.
The grounds here? Are you indigenous? Definitely indigenous. Alright, what's your message there, Ann?
Help speak.
Help speak?
Pitiful.
Help speak, pitiful. Like, legitimately, it may actually be dangerous. Like, really dangerous. I'm so incredibly sorry.
Okay, come on.
Holy shit. Okay, what the fuck? Emergency. Alright, this might be an emergency. I got Kia in the freaking Subaru right now. I don't want her coming out. Okay.
It wasn't human. It wasn't an animal. Fear gripped him instantly. Every instinct screamed, "Leave now," but it is late in the middle night, nowhere to go. He just has to stay there till daybreak. But here's the question, what do you think that was? A wild creature? A paranormal entity? And if it were you, would curiosity keep you there, or would fear make you run? Exploring with Angola shared this video on this YouTube page. He went camping in the haunted forest in remote Canada. At first, everything seemed fine as he set up his tent and settled in. Most creepy things happen in the night. But as night fell, the forest grew unnervingly silent, until he said he heard a voice whisper his name. Heart pounding, he froze. Nothing in sight. He flashed his touch in that direction, but he found nothing.
It's getting a little bit cool now, but it's helping with the mosquito situation, so that's not so bad. They were bad earlier, but now it seems... I could have sworn I just heard somebody call my name.
Silence returned, so he decided to go and check. Maybe they could find what was making those sounds. He then heard another voice. This is really strange. Another hello echoed from dead ahead.
Hello. Okay. I just heard hello back. And it was dead ahead of me. What the fuck is going on right now?
His pulse raced. Who or what was calling out? Was it a lost traveler, a spirit lingering in the forest, or something far darker that wanted him to follow? This YouTuber, Camping with Josh, shared his experience of his solo wild camp. He set out for a solo camping trip deep in the foggy forest. At first, everything seemed normal. He pitched his tent, gathered his things, and prepared for a quiet night. But the deeper the silence grew, the heavier it felt. While exploring, he noticed something eerie, a strange white figure draped over what looked like a tree stump. It felt out of place, almost like a warning.
You guys gonna think I planned this? I didn't. I think Halloween's coming up, isn't it? Okay. This is a bit weird.
As night fell, he heard some unsettling noises coming from the bushes, too heavy, too deliberate to be just animals.
When the camera was off, I heard some really heavy movements in the bushes, and I'm pretty sure I saw something in the bushes as well. As I was standing still, there was this movement there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to leave my tarp here in the woods. My bag is already packed.
The forest grew unnaturally quiet, as though something unseen was watching him. Fear gripped him, and he decided to abandon his camp, convinced he was not truly alone out there. This Reddit user decided to go hiking in the mountains. But look at the weather. The path is buried in snow, the air is thick with fog, and visibility is almost zero. Every step feels uncertain, as if something could be lurking just beyond the mist. Imagine standing here, surrounded by silence except for the crunch of snow beneath your boots and the wind howling through the rocks. Would you keep walking forward, not knowing what lies ahead, or would you turn back to safety? What do you think is hidden in this fog? Just more snow and stone, or something else entirely? This was posted by the English Woodsman on his YouTube channel. This camper set out to test his long-awaited dream tent. After years of wanting it, he finally got his hands on one through a bundle deal. Excited, he pitched the tent deep in the forest and even tried out a brand new twig stove. But as night fell, the excitement quickly faded. The tent had rips, broken zippers, and even small holes in the roof. He patched them up as best as he could, hoping it would hold through the night.
A bit of candle wax, that'll work. Inside the tent, and there's something that I've realised what I didn't when I first set the tent up. There's some holes. I've got 1, 2, 3 holes here in the top of the tent, and if it does rain, well, that's the point where it's going to come down.
Then, just past midnight, things took a chilling turn. He heard it, something brushing against the tent walls. Footsteps circled outside.
Right, I'm gonna get myself sorted out. I'll bring you back in a bit. Just been walking by something seemed to be walking around my tent a bit. And it's walked Dan up as well, because Dan's just messaged me. You know the guy lines that you pull out, something I felt, no, not, I don't know, it's just, you know, I don't know. See, there it is again.
Was it wildlife? Or something much darker lurking in the woods? Would you have stayed inside or dared to step out and face the unknown? BS Action Channel posted this video on YouTube. A seasoned hunter set out into the dense forest with his loyal dog, tracking a wounded boar. But what they stumbled into was far more terrifying than they ever imagined. Suddenly, the boar charged, narrowly missing them with its deadly tusks. Chaos erupted, but the hunter wasn't alone. His brave dog leapt into action, helping him regain control of the situation. Without the dog's courage and quick thinking, the encounter could have ended in disaster. This dramatic moment showcased an unbreakable bond of trust, teamwork, and loyalty in the face of danger. It's an unforgettable ordeal, a reminder of how far trust between a human and their dog can go. This picture was taken by a Reddit user. Have you ever seen anything like this in the sky before? No filters, no edits, this is exactly how it looked. A massive glowing ring is surrounding the sun, almost like a portal opening above us. This rare phenomenon is known as a sun halo. It happens when sunlight passes through ice crystals high in the atmosphere, bending the light into this perfect circle. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Throughout history, halos like this have been seen as powerful omens. Some cultures believed it was a warning of storms to come. Others thought it was a spiritual sign from above. So what do you think? Is this just science at work? Or could the sky be trying to tell us something? This was shared by a YouTuber, Ramble On. A father set out on a wild overnight camp with one goal, to keep a promise to his daughter. She asked him to capture the sunset. The ground was rough, the tent uneven, and the wind relentless, but he pushed on. Dinner was a simple dehydrated meal with noodles, chicken, and chili sauce, yet small mishaps made the night harder. His cup landed in sheep poo, his biscuits blew away, and the cold cut deep. As darkness fell, the wind roared against the tent, keeping him awake for most of the night. He barely managed a few hours of broken sleep, relying on layer and sheer determination. By dawn, clouds hid the sunrise, but he still honored the promise.
2 minutes until the sunrise, and here I am packing up my sleeping gear. I'm keeping an eye on it. There's nothing happening at the moment because of all the clouds that's out there. So I thought things are kicking off, so I need to be getting my ass in gear.
Exhausted and battered by the storm, he packed up with pride, kept his word, faced the elements, and walked away stronger. Ray RLC, a YouTuber, posted his encounter in this mysterious area. This guy set out to hike on a mysterious trail in a remote area, one surrounded by chilling rumors. Locals say anyone who ventures here ends up with pounding headaches, dizziness, and even vomiting, yet no one knows why. Determined to test it for himself, he hiked deeper into the path. At first, nothing seemed unusual. He brushed it off when he thought he saw movement, just a deer.
Just saw something right back there. Oh, gee, what was that? Oh, shoot. Oh, I think there's... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, my gosh. It was just a deer. Okay.
But the deeper he went, the more unsettling it became. Suddenly his balance faltered. A wave of nausea struck out of nowhere, growing worse with every step. Finally, his stomach gave in. He vomited violently. The strangest part? As soon as he left the area, the sickness vanished.
Okay, stop. Stop. Oh. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. Oh, I do not want to film this. I do not. Oh, yeah, oh, this is going to be gross. I'm not going to film this. Whole sec.
Was this just nature, or is something much darker guarding that trail? This video was uploaded to Dead City Paranormal on YouTube. Two guys decided to explore an abandoned haunted house overnight. The moment they stepped inside, silence wrapped around them, heavy and suffocating. The walls were cracked and twisted, almost as if the house itself was alive, watching. The narrow passage stretched out before them, dark and unsettling.
Hello? Was that you?
At first, it was only the eerie stillness, but soon, faint movements echoed from other rooms, and some movements where they were.
Mate, was that you?
You're capable.
Was that you then that made that bang?
I didn't make no bang, no. My keys clicked, like...
No, I heard that and then I heard like a doof. Mate, that's so weird. This is the first time we're bringing the box out.
And that's meant.
And it's like, what's that box?
What the...
Oh, mate!
What was that? What the...
Oh, mate!
What was that? Is that just falling?
I don't know.
They froze, realizing they were no longer alone. Was it a ghost haunting the ruins? Or something even darker lurking just out of sight? The Moon Pie Project posted this on her channel. She and her friend hiked deep into the woods, laughing and joking. As they walked past the trees in the forest, the air grew heavy, strange noises echoed, and they saw a Pookie pie as they stood beside a river in the forest.
Oh, do you want a moon pie? We should have left when I said it was safe to leave. Yeah, well, he can't cross the log. He can't go in the water. He's thinking about it. I was wrong. Stretching. I think he's coming up here.
But what is it doing alone in that place? They followed it. On their way, following it, they saw pictures of people on the floor and placed them on the wood there.
There's random pictures of people printed out up here. Okay, here you go.
Suddenly, the terrifying truth hit them. They weren't following the Pookie pie. Something was out there, watching, waiting, and following. One of them ran immediately. She saw something strange.
Now it's okay, okay. Don't run, don't run, don't run. We can't run, don't run.
What do you think she saw? Would you keep calm and walk? Or run for your life if something unseen stalked you in the woods? This video was shared by Marusha Outdoors on YouTube. She decided to spend a peaceful day camping by the lakeside alone. The weather was calm, and she enjoyed setting up her tent, thinking it would be a quiet night and enjoying the beautiful view of the lake. But as the evening settled, the sky shifted. Dark clouds gathered quickly, and before she knew it, heavy rain and sharp lightning strikes surrounded her tent. She sat down inside her tent as she watched the cloud strikes. Drinking her tea, she could hear the water pounding against the fabric and the storm roaring above. Every thunderclap made her heart race. Alone, in the middle of nowhere, the storm felt almost too close, too personal. If you were in her place, trapped in a flimsy tent with the storm raging around, would you feel safe, or would you think something else was out there with you? This hiker set out on his canoe, gliding quietly across the lake, when his eyes locked onto something deeply unsettling. At the edge of the water, a dog was trapped, half buried in the mud, its body pinned down by the weight of a fallen dry tree. The poor creature struggled faintly, as if it had been stuck there for hours, maybe even longer. The hiker rushed to help, trying to drag the dog free, but the mud held it like quicksand.
You've been here a long time. You in any pain? You okay, buddy? Can we keep going? A bit more.
Finally, after some time, he was able to put the dog out of the mud. How long had the animal been there? Was it just an accident? Or something far stranger? And here's the chilling thought. What if he hadn't found it? What do you think could have happened to that dog? April 2019, a YouTuber named Jason uploaded a video to his channel Appy Mountain Trekkers, where he documented a solo overnight trip to the mountains. His channel is dedicated to outdoor adventures, hiking, camping, and survival in the wild. At first, the hike was uneventful. When he reached his campsite, Jason set up his tent, started a fire, and even tried his hand at spoon carving as the sun went down. That's when he first reported hearing a strange noise from higher up the mountain. He brushed it off as a bird or some small animal and carried on with his evening. Later that night, less than an hour after going to bed, he was jolted awake by an unsettling guttural call unlike anything he'd ever heard, something he described as a disturbing mix between a pig, an ape, and even similar to the raptors from Jurassic Park.
10 after 10. I laid down about 9 o'clock and I was trying to go to sleep. It took me a while and I was almost asleep, and sometime before 10 I was woke up by something I've never heard in my life.
Shaken, he tried to return to sleep, but around 1 a.m., he woke again, this time to the sound of something circling his tent. He claimed there were at least 2 or 3 of them. In the footage, the beam of his flashlight revealed eerie, glowing eyes watching from the darkness. While many animals' eyes reflect light at night, the fiery white color suggested he may have been surrounded by wolves or coyotes.
I heard that.
What do you think that was? Exploring with Bear posted this encounter on YouTube. They went to explore what locals call Murder Road, a place infamous for mob meetings, secret parties, and bodies dumped in the dark woods. As they walked deeper, the forest swallowed the light. Up ahead, a massive sinkhole loomed like a black gateway. That's when they first heard it, a scream, high-pitched and echoing from the dark.
Oh, we're going in it.
What?
We're going right in. Did you just hear a voice? That sounded like a girl's voice.
Oh my gosh.
That was...
It's coming from the big black hole.
That was a scream.
Yes, it was.
Then came voices. They pressed forward, but soon noticed something watching them. A flickering light moved between the trees, then vanished. And just when they thought it was their imagination, a chilling voice whispered from the darkness,
This time I think I'm out. I think I'm done.
Wait a minute. Come here.
What?
Look, 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 look. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Take my light.
I will take what?
Take my light. To put the lights down. Where'd they go? You see that back there, babe?
There's a light.
There is.
What the hell?
There's a light back there. There's no cars here, babe.
People here.
I know.
Look, there's lights right there.
I know, I see them. I can't. Let's get it. We need to get out of bed. What the world?
Run?
They just said run. Wait a minute.
The ground shifted, bushes shook violently, and glowing eyes reflected at them from the tree line. And they also noticed something is following them while working. This is very strange and quite unusual. La Patrona Extreme Adventures, a YouTube shared this experience with Bigfoot. They went hiking deep in the forest, where silence was broken only by the crunch of dry leaves beneath their feet. Every step reminded them they were not alone. They saw something strange moving in the trees. That's when they noticed they're not alone. Bigfoot is with them. The massive creature moved slowly, almost distracted, never turning its head. They caught every second on camera, their hearts pounding so hard it drowned out the night. Its heavy footsteps faded into the brush, until it disappeared completely. Imagine if it actually noticed them there. What do you think will happen to them? Dark Ghost Paranormal posted this video on YouTube. While hiking, this person decided to explore an abandoned haunted house. To stay safe, he set up dash cams around the building, but what he captured was far from safe. At first, everything seemed quiet. Then, a strange sound echoed from one of the rooms. Nervous but curious, he went to investigate. What he saw made his blood run cold. A table rattling violently, as if something or someone was inside pounding against it. And then, the noises didn't stop there. From other rooms, echoes of banging and strange thuds filled the house, surrounding him with terror. Alone in that house, every shadow seemed alive. Now, imagine yourself there. Would you stay and keep filming, hoping to catch proof of the paranormal? Or would you turn and run, never looking back? Was it really a ghost? Or something far darker lurking inside? This video was posted on Cursed Urban on YouTube, where he shares this strange encounter. Two explorers venture deep into the infamous Bigfoot forest. The night is pitch black, the air heavy with silence, and their only goal is to test whether the legends are true. To lure whatever might be lurking, they leave behind crumpled pieces of tin foil, what they jokingly call Bigfoot currency.
Yeah, so we'll set them in the same spot.
Oh shit, sorry.
Dude, you're ruining his house. What are you doing? You're ruining his house.
Sorry.
He's gonna be pissed.
He doesn't kill me for that.
Hours pass as they hike deeper, hearing unsettling knocks echo through the trees. Did the forest answer their tree knock with one of its own? Coincidence? Or communication?
Dude, did you just hear that?
That was knocking.
Yes.
That sounded like knocks, didn't it?
Exactly. No way.
Dude, that sounded exactly like what you did, right?
Yes. And the echo, like the same echo.
Finally, they return to where the foil was left. Their hearts stop, and the tin foil is gone.
Oh, it's gone. Dude, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
No.
Yes.
And you just set him there.
Yeah. That was literally maybe 40 minutes ago by now.
What do you think took the foil away from the stop they left it? This person went hiking on top of a lonely mountain, where the wind howled like whispers from the dead. She sat near the very edge of a cliff, so sharp, so steep, that one slip meant certain death. Below her stretched a black abyss, a place where no one had ever survived a fall. Every gust of wind pushed harder, every sound echoed like a warning. Imagine sitting there, feeling the emptiness pulling at you, knowing that one wrong move, one unlucky moment, and you'd vanish into the darkness forever. Would you dare sit there? This scary encounter was posted on Los Menores MV, a YouTube channel where investigations of spiritual things are performed by Juanita and her team. A chilling investigation turned into pure horror when Juanita and her team attempted a dangerous ritual. At first, it was just whispers, Strange shadows and an eerie heaviness in the air. But soon, things spiraled out of control. As Juanita called upon dark forces, something touched one of the investigators, unseen hands grabbing him in the dark. Fear spread like wildfire.
Llegó. ¡Oh, hijo de su puta madre! No mames, neta. No mames, nadie. ¿Quién está aquí? ¿Quién está aquí? ¿Quién está aquí? ¿Dónde qué? Ay, me tocaron, hijo. ¿Neta? Sí, güey.
From the tunnels, swarms of cockroaches poured out as if driven by an unseen presence. Then, a face appeared like a skull staring directly at them.
Su puta madre. Mira. Como que salen de allí, güey.
Sí.
No mames, Lucio,
De los túneles.
Estos son los túneles, ¿verdad? ¿Qué traes, Juanita?
Es como si alguien hubiera venido de allá.
Moments later, one of the team, Russo, was suddenly possessed, his body twisting unnaturally as a demonic force took over.
No mames, ¿cómo que te rasguñaron? Yo te iba grabándolo.
¡Ah, no manches, Misael!
¿Qué pedo, pa?
¡No manches!
No mames, esa madre, ¿qué pedo, loco?
No
y
seas
traes
mamón,
bien. No mames, mira.
Pero traes...
In a desperate attempt, Juanita performed a ritual with fire and a cursed doll.
¡A la bestia, Juanita! ¡Juanita! No mames, trae algo adentro.
Pero, hijo, ¿qué pasó, hijo?
No mames, pa, no sé qué pedo.
¿Pero qué
Mira
pasó?
cómo
¿Por
le
qué
está
se
haciendo.
puso así, güey?
Pues ya sabe qué le pasaste, loco, le entró algo.
¿Pero yo por qué le pasé?
Pues sabe, loco.
¿Pero cómo se lo pasé?
Yo qué.
Prayers filled the air as shadows closed in. Would you dare stay and witness this? Or run before the darkness claims you too? A YouTuber, Kalong, Camp, official, went camping on a hill in Salatiga, Central Java. Locals whispered it was cursed. They said a girl had been murdered there, her body thrown into the ravine. Since then, people have reported seeing a bloodied woman wandering the area. At first, the night seemed normal. He made warm drinks and tried to stay calm. But the deeper the night grew, the stranger it became. Cold winds, eerie silence, then footsteps. A faint sound of crying echoed through the darkness. He froze. Was it an animal or the murdered girl's spirit? Suddenly, a white figure appeared at the back of his tent. He shone his light, but he didn't see anything. Then it returned to the dark, closer this time, pale and terrifying.
There's a ravine, right, guys? And her body was thrown in the ravine, right? They said, guys, right. Residents who have seen it. So, they saw the figure of a woman covered in blood, guys.
After a while, strange noises echoed from the trees. He moved closer to investigate. But then, just a few feet away, there it was. An eerie, shadowy creature standing right beside his tent, motionless, as if it had been waiting for him. His whole body trembled, fear gripping him tighter with every heartbeat. Should he run? Should he hide? Or was it already too late? Ghostia, a YouTube user, walked into Glencliff Mansion thinking it was just another ghost story. The mansion feels ripped from a survival horror game. The halls are silent. Every creak of the floor was leadered, sounding like a warning. At first, it's just whispers, faint bangs, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. As the camera pans across the faded wallpaper, shaped eerily like a cross, a heavy door suddenly swings open on its own. No breeze, no one nearby, just the creak of wood echoing through the empty mansion.
Oh man, tell me what's happening. It's funny how that thing's shaped like a cross, the wallpaper. Oh, the door just opened. I don't know if that was a bat or orb that came out, but the door literally just opened.
He freezes, heart pounding. knowing that the door is far too heavy for a bat or the wind. Would you dare stay inside Glencliff Mansion after witnessing this, or would you run before the entity made itself known? This video was uploaded to Black Mask Paranormal. This man went exploring the desolate edges of Daniel Boone National Forest. He knew the area's dark reputation, rumors of Dogman, and even a giant winged beast. On the ground, he finds enormous canine tracks, far too large for any wolf. Nearby, a dead raccoon suggests something was hunting here. Then, when he gets to this particular place, out of nowhere, an ear-piercing scream echoes through the forest.
One thing that I don't understand is why in this... Oh my God. One thing that I don't understand is why in this... Oh my God.
He follows, trembling, into an abandoned structure where strange holes and signs of vanished people add to the terror. With his thermal cam, he captures something high in the trees, large, alive, and watching.
We got the thermal cam up. So, whatever it is, I can still, I've got it on thermal cam. It's right here, and that's pretty high up. Cause see how it's, whatever it is, I can still, I've got it on thermal cam. It's right here.
Alone in the woods, batteries dying, and a predator lurking, what would you do? Keep filming or run for your life? A YouTuber, Workless Enjoy Life More, posted this video. His name is Larry, and he shared this encounter he had on his camping trip. Larry set out deep into the mountains south of Flagstaff, a place where the forest had once burned but was now slowly regrowing. With little to no cell service, he was nearly cut off from the outside world. As the sun dipped below the horizon, he rushed to set up camp before the darkness consumed the woods. Dinner is cooked over hickory chunks. While he was eating, he heard a voice, but not sure what it was. After some time, he went to sit by the fire, wondering what could have been making that sound, his heart pounding as he strained to listen.
Hey!
What do you think was making that sound? On a video uploaded on Grizzly Gaz on YouTube, this person went to camp alone deep in the woodland, bringing only his dog for company. At first, it seemed like a normal trip, but soon, an uneasy feeling settled over the forest. As he explored, he found burnt mattresses, chopped trees, and scattered trash, signs that others had been there before, leaving behind an unsettling atmosphere. Later that night, just when things seemed calm, strange noises began echoing around the camp. Branches snapping, whispers in the dark, something moving closer. His dog growled, proving it wasn't his imagination. Then, he heard what sounded like a pig in the woods, but there were no pigs in that area.
Anyway, we're gonna chill out now, and I'll see you at morning.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Fear took over. Was it an animal, someone lurking in the shadows, or something far more sinister? While hiking deep in the mountains with his granddad, this YouTuber, young Utah rancher, suddenly realized they weren't alone. From the shadows, an aggressive mountain lion emerged, its eyes locked, its body low, muscles tense, stalking every step. Fear rushed through them as the predator crept closer, silent but deadly.
Get back.
He raised the gun in his hand and fired a shot into the air, hoping the blast would scare it away. But the echo faded, and the beast didn't flinch. Instead, it moved closer, slowly and deliberately, as if the sound only made it hungrier. Can you imagine being in that moment, staring into the eyes of a predator that refuses to back down? What would you do? Run or fight? Haunted Finders posted this on his page. One night, while he was driving alone, he felt an icy breeze crawl up his neck, followed by the sound of breathing from the back seat. In the mirror, a shadowy silhouette sat motionless, watching.
Driving home, next minute I feel this ice cold breeze go up the back of my neck and across my face. And when I say it was cold, it was like ice cold. And then I suddenly got these weird shivers and goosebumps where I just felt like, when you have that knowing that there's something there, there's something behind me. And I was literally frozen with my eyes facing forward on the road. And I remember just this overwhelming sense of fear. And then I heard what sounded like somebody breathing in my back seat. And honestly, I can't explain how terrified I was in the moment.
Later, during a spirit box session, a chilling voice whispered, "Can you hear me?" The air inside the car turned freezing as he started having bad feelings. Suddenly, a loud bang shook the vehicle, and footsteps echoed in the darkness.
Listen, again, I'll enhance this for you guys as well. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. I take it that you're in the car now. I'll tell you what, I really have got a really bad feeling. Someone just hit my car. Yo, someone just hit my car. Something just hit the car. Can you do that again? Did you just hit my car? Yo. That was a massive boof on my car. That was footsteps.
He was shocked and terrified as he was there alone. While out hunting deep in the wilderness, this person stumbled upon something unexpected. A young wolf, barely 4 months old, lying silently in the grass as if asleep. At first it seemed harmless, until he whistled.
Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
The moment the whistle cut through the night, the young wolf's eyes snapped open, unnaturally bright, almost glowing against the tall, bushy grass. Without hesitation, it leapt to its feet and darted into the thick brush, disappearing in an instant as if it had never been there at all. But here's the unsettling part. Young wolves are never truly alone. If that pup was there, where was the pack? Would you dare to keep walking deeper into the forest, knowing predators might be circling unseen? Explorando al Limite 2.0 shares their experience at the haunted cemetery. In the dead of night, this person wandered through a haunted cemetery, camera in hand. That's when he saw it, a shadowy figure of a girl standing still among the graves.
She's a girl and she's wearing pigtails. Here she is. Here she is. Hello. You can't see her face. You can't see her face. She's literally shaking, son of a...
As he zoomed in, the image grew clearer, but also more unsettling. Her posture was wrong, her face hidden, and yet he could feel her eyes locked on him from a distance. Heart pounding, he tried to follow, but within moments the figure slipped into the darkness, vanishing without a trace, as if the earth itself swallowed her whole. So what was she? A restless spirit of the cemetery? A dark creature feeding on fear? And if you were standing there, would you dare to keep searching? A YouTuber, Kenny of all trades, shared this weird post. This man and his dog, Toby, went out camping, but something strange happened. Out of nowhere, Toby froze, his eyes locked on something up the road. He growled, ears raised, refusing to move forward.
What is it? What, Toby? Come on. I got no clue what he sees, but something up the road has got his attention. What's going on, Toby? He always sticks by my side. I have no idea what he sees up there, but maybe we won't go that way. We'll go back. Come on, Toby. Yeah, he don't like it over there.
Normally, Toby never leaves his owner's side, but this time, he pulled back, desperate to avoid whatever was ahead. The man tried to push forward, but Toby refused, tugging him back toward the camper as if warning him not to take another step. Whatever the dog sensed out there, it wasn't good. The man decided not to risk it. They turned back, shaken, leaving the mystery of what waited in the dark unknown. Would you have gone forward or trusted the dog? Novus Wild Camper posted this on his YouTube channel. He set out for a stealthy woodland camp, expecting a calm night in nature. At first, everything felt normal, but soon the forest turned unsettling. He thought he heard someone nearby, strange footsteps echoing through the trees. In the dead of night, heavy thuds echoed around his hammock. Rocks and branches suddenly dropped from above with no warning, landing dangerously close. When he checked, he found objects on the ground that hadn't been there before, almost as if something or someone was throwing them.
But the weirdest thing was, the rain started to die down. So it was just a tiny pitter-patter. And suddenly by my hammock, a massive, massive thud hits the ground and bounces. And I jumped up, unzipped it, put my torch on, and there's a rock on the floor that wasn't there when I went to bed.
By morning, the tension only grew. Even as he packed up, branches crashed unnaturally near him.
I'm under my tarp, packing up my quilt, and this has crashed behind me, and literally this doesn't land coming down, it bounces towards me. It hit the floor and was still rolling towards me.
Would you dare to stay? This encounter was shared by Rambling On YouTube. This hiker set out on what seemed like just another mountain trail, but nature had other plans. The river was swollen and impossible to cross. Every option was a deadly risk. By the time he reached his tent, he was soaked to the bone, the storm outside screaming like voices clawing at the canvas.
I had to take off my waterproof jacket before I got in because I was absolutely saturated.
As he settled down, drinking a cup of tea, the breeze kept spanking his tent as if it was not strong enough.
The wind and the rain keep blowing in and kind of smacking us around a little bit, you know, just kind of coming in, spanking you and running off again. That's what it feels like anyway. Just to let you know that, you know, it's still kicking off a little bit.
The storm raged on, lightning flashing, the earth shaking. Alone in the chaos, would you dare camp, knowing a storm like this could strike without warning? Strike without warning? Reliquias du Sul, a YouTuber, posted this scary encounter. This person wandered into an old cemetery, a place where time itself seemed frozen, the air heavy with silence. As he explored, something caught his eye. One of the ancient tombs stood partly open, its stone cracked with age. Curious, he stepped closer, and what he saw inside left him frozen in shock. A human skull, along with scattered bones, lay hidden within the shadows of the tomb.
This is something that draws a lot of attention. Look at this here, man. Why is this here? Why is this? You're crazy. We find so many things in this cemetery that are off axis here, look.
But the question is chilling. How did they get there? Who placed them inside, and why were they left to rest in such a disturbing way? He was left in complete shock, unable to comprehend what he had just witnessed. This video was uploaded to Rock Country Outdoors. These guys went hiking deep in the mountains when something caught their eye, and what they saw left them completely shocked. Standing at the edge of a cliff, they noticed something unnatural carved into the rock face. Hidden in the shadows was a cage, built into the mountain itself, stretching deep inside like some kind of prison.
Oh, it's dark in there. Spooky. And these handprints right here. Holy smokes. Look at that. All right, we got light, so. Oh, there we go. That is deep. Crazy cool, though.
The sight raised terrifying questions. How was it even possible to construct something like that in such a remote place? And more importantly, who built it, and what was it used for? The silence of the mountain only made the discovery more disturbing, as if the cage still held the echoes of whatever had once been trapped inside. This investigation was shared by EWU Crew on YouTube. This is the haunting case of Warren Haggard, who vanished in 2014 after leaving home in his blue Honda Civic. 10 years later, the desert still whispers his story. His abandoned car was discovered deep in Coyote Canyon, miles from civilization. Strangely, it was turned back toward the road, as if Warren had tried to escape but never made it out. The investigator later stumbled upon his remains, just fragments of bones, a shoe, and scattered clothing, all hidden in a remote canyon where no one had searched before. As investigators combed the site, they uncovered more bones and clothing fragments, each clue painting a chilling picture of Warren's final moments.
Up the creek, we started to notice bones scattered all over.
It's a bone right there. So we got a little bone right here. This is like a finger right here. I'm not going to touch any of this because you're not supposed to. When you find this stuff, you just got to let them know and they can come out and get it.
When we got even closer to where Warren was found, we noticed clothing fragments as well.
A whole bunch of more clothing right here. Bones and clothes all over this area. We got clothing over here. I don't know if it's picking it up.
Interestingly, when we checked the image history of Warren's exact location on Google Earth, we could not see him in any of the photos taken in 2015 or later. However, we did notice that the brush surrounding the area began growing rapidly after 2014.
Then came the most shocking discovery. His wallet, with his ID still inside, was buried beneath the brush. The question here is, what really happened to this man? Kuba Mysteri shared this terrifying camp experience he had. Kuba set out to explore a forest whispered to be cursed, a place where villagers spoke of victims, strange cries, and ghostly figures. He pitched his tent, but from the start, an uneasy chill followed him. After settling down, a piercing sound shattered the silence like a woman crying.
Astag Farula Halazim. Did you hear that? Hello. It's like there's something inside, guys.
The voice grew closer, echoing through the bamboo trees. His camera shook as he begged whatever it was to reveal itself. Moments later, a white figure appeared, floating across the darkness before vanishing into the trees. He chased it, but it dissolved into thin air. He was scared as he was breathing heavily. Back inside his tent, the attacks worsened. As he was about to sleep, he heard a sudden movement around his tent. Something hit his tent, and he was scared. That was really terrifying. But what was disturbing his peaceful camp? On 31st August 2025, Dave Explores shared this video on his YouTube channel. In the Nevada desert, Dave set out to explore the long-forgotten old-timer mine. Along the way, he stumbled upon hidden operations no map had ever shown, rotting cabins, crumbling shafts, and roads that led only to dead ends. Climbing a brutal zigzag trail, he reached the Fillmore mine. What remained were eerie, collapsed tunnels and rusted machinery, as if time itself had sealed away its secrets. Further up, he discovered a cabin overtaken by trees, its roof caving, plants growing where families once lived. Every corner whispered of abandonment. Finally, Old-Timer Mine revealed itself, carved into the cliffside. Shafts plunged into darkness, unsafe signs nailed everywhere, and ruins that seemed ready to crumble at any second.
But we made it, and this was the bunkhouse, so I just gotta go quick and go inside. Not a whole lot. And then the second section, that's it. All right, so that's the bunkhouse and a couple other things, ore chutes.
At nearly 10,000 feet, surrounded by endless mines and silence, Dave realized this mountain was a graveyard of forgotten lives, an entire world lost to time. If you were the one, would you try going further, knowing there are mines,